Dear colleagues and friends, welcome to Prelude. Prelude is an educational series produced by Atelier d'Excellence. We host people of the opera. We are very happy to be back for our second season. We have planned several exciting events for this second season, starting with our honorable guest today. Unfortunately, the pandemic is still with us. But what we have learned is that by supporting each other, we can aspire to a better and brighter future. At this point, I would like to introduce you to my associates today at this prelude, Maestro Ricardo Estrada. Welcome, Maestro, who joins from Barcelona,
Hello, my pleasure.
and Maestro Jason Tramm, who joined from New York and New Jersey, whom I am very happy to see live after such a long time. We are in the same place today. Our guest today, our guest of honor today, is one of the most highly sopranos of our day, Miss HUI.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us and accepting our invitation to be here.
Thank you very much. I'm very glad to have this interview. Thank you.
Thank you very much, too. So without further ado, I will give the mic to Maestro Estrada, who will start with the first question for Miss He.
Well, yeah, but first
Hi.
I would like to say that it's really a pleasure. It's an honor to be talking with such a great artist as is Hui. We were now just listening to this beautiful singing of her Tosca. So I was listening very attentive. That was very beautiful. So it's really a pleasure. So, my dear, my first question is about one. Well, I guess that of course you raised in a very traditional family in China, in a time that maybe it was not so popular, the opera, or not so, I don't know how to say, but people didn't know a lot about this style of music, and you were there. How was this? How was that you went to this amazing world of the opera?
Yes, I was. I have a very traditional Chinese family. My father is a doctor. My mother is a teacher in a school. In my family, nobody is a professional musician. And when I was 18 years old, I sing in one song in my high school, and my mathematics teacher found me. I have a beautiful voice, and she take me go to find a voice teacher as her neighbor is a voice teacher, and then I just studied 1 month and I entered the Xi'an Conservatory of Music. It's in the center of the China. Xi'an is a old city, is the old capital of China. They have the 13 re king or in my city, and the Xi'an Conservatory Music is one of the important conservatory of music in China. And when I was 18 years old, the first time I heard in my life a record of the opera is La Bohème of Puccini. And I was immediately in a great, got a most great, biggest emotion of my life. I never, I didn't understand even one word of Italian language, but I was immediately got this in love immediately, big emotion, and I feel I think this is the most beautiful things in my life. I never heard so beautiful music and so beautiful voice of in my life. And I come in I cry about the emotion what the music give me the touch my heart. And then it is the first time I feel something to give me a strong so strong deep touch in my heart. So from that moment, I decided to study I work very hard, and I learn a lot of things. I enter the opera world. This is my first time I'm meeting with opera.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Hui, and thank you, Ricardo. Ricardo, would you like to ask something else from this, or I can proceed with the next question?
Well, maybe also after you I mean this very moment in your life that when you feel something, no, that you notice that maybe it will go with you the rest of your life, but and then when or how you decide to come, because of course China from maybe Europe is a very big change. How do you decide? How you did this step, the big step to be brave and to go to Europe in order to develop your skills or to improve your.
Okay, I was when I was young, I have I take part different competition in China, but I never win. And and my first when I go out from China, I win the very important competition, Placido Domingo competition in Los Angeles in 2000. And then I win the first prize of Verdi competition in Italy, Busseto.
Mhm.
And after I win the Placido Domingo competition, my first agent, Mr. Giorgio Benatti, found me. He would like to do my agent as my agent in Europe. So I begin to have audition in Italy, and I got my first job is Tosca in Reggio di Parma. Teatro Reggio di Parma is one of the most difficult theater in Italy. In Italy, it's a very special theater. But my first opera is Tosca. Is for I did Aida and Cavalleria Rusticana in China, but I never seen Tosca. It's a very popular. It's not popular. It's a very one of the difficult. Role, Italian roles is necessary. Not only the beautiful voice is also, but also the acting is very important. So for me, it's a very really really challenger for a front of this situation to Tosca in Teatro Reggio di Parma. But I got a very good success, and then from there I begin my my career in Europe, and then I start from Parma and to since until now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Maestro, thank you. So, Hui, partially you have answered to my question because I was about to ask you how you see vocal competitions for young artists. You have won several prizes in some of the most prestigious competitions. And I would like to ask you, do you consider them a good jumping point for young artists? And what is the preparation? How should one prepare for a competition of this size, at this level?
Yes, I think for the young singer is really important the international competition, because you can show your talent, your technique, your beautiful voice and everything, because the competition now is really important for young singer. They can give you to have a lot of chance after the competition. The jury of the competition usually is a very important theater director or conductor, or the very important people in the theater. And I remember my first after I win the Placido Domingo competition, I begin my main career in Europe. I got immediately I got one contract in National Theatre of Bordeaux for Madame Butterfly. I think for young singer, the preparation of the competition is really important. For show, for prepare very good the area and the leader for different competition. The some competition only for areas, some different areas. Some competition that have the also leader, also some songs, also very special request. But I think the musicalità, the how to say, the your talent for the music, your technique situation, your language is the pronounce of language. You understand it deeply for the language, for the poem, or for the every preparation together, also acting for show the role is very important.
So investing in languages is definitely something that young singers should do, learning languages.
Yes, the language is, I think, is very important, especially if you sing Italian, Italian, German, French, every opera you should understand what are you singing deeply. What is the accent of the pronounce? What is the means every word, not only the whole the emotion, but the every word you should understand deeply what it means. That for helps a lot for you give the emotion for the audience.
Very nice. Jason?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hui, and congratulations. Yeah. I love your story about how the power of the art moved you, and we're so glad it did to take the great stages of the world.
Thank you.
Tell us about the mentors and people who've inspired you, and how important was that in your attaining your career?
Okay. I was my basically technique I learned when I was in China, and I have a Mr. Rao Yujian. He's passed away last year, and also I learned with my teacher in conservatory music, Mr. Wang Zhen, and Mr. Zhou Jiangping. And after when I arrived in Europe, I worked with many different coach in the theater. When I sing in every theater, I find also always a very good coach. But my main coach followed me since 23 years. 20 years, 23 years, yeah, is Cristina Ossolato, and I prepared every opera with her. And also I have my voice teacher, Mr. Alessandro Vitello, and now I have my very important teacher for my for this period is Maestro Gianpaolo Vesella. He gave me a very good advice, and I learned a lot of things with him in this period. And the people important for me also when I start my career, my first agent, Mr. Giorgio Benatti, and he's really very old style agent, and he followed me for 8 years. And then my second agent is Bruce Zemsky, and I with him 12 years, yes, and he I'm so sorry he's passed away also. I need thanks for when I was young, a Japanese Mr. Naryoshi Horiuchi. He's sponsor me for the 3 times math class in different country, in Israel, in America, in New York, and also in Japan. So I really a lot of people give me a lot of love, and I to follow my career, and really I think I'm really lucky. I'm a very lucky woman.
All of those people's legacy lives on in you as you take the stage, and that's such beautiful imagery of all those people who've come to help you and how helped you blossom. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hui, I read about a very inspirational story that has to do with between you and Maestra Reina Gabaivanska in the way you
See.
prepare Tosca. Could you speak a little bit for this, please?
Yes, of course. It's pleasure to talk about this story. When I was first time when I arrived at Reggio di Parma for Tosca, it's my debut in Europe. So it was 2002. I was very shy. It's the first time out of go out to make my first step in Europe. So I didn't speak Italian that time, but very lucky. Raina Kabavanska is an angel for me, I think. And the first phrase she told me is è molto urgente studiare italiano. It's very urgent to learn Italian. It's her first sentence when she saw me. And she teach me everything in Tosca, and she teach me how to acting, how to explain the emotion for the audience, how think every sentence, what is different of this personality of Tosca. So until now I did 102 performance of Tosca, and I was celebrate my 100 performance in Hamburg last week. No, in 2nd of October, not last week. I remember in Arena di Verona in 2019 is 500 performance of Maestro Daniel Oren in Arena di Verona. I was as his Tosca, and Maestra Kabewanska arrived in that performance, and she saw all the performance, and she come to my room, and she said, my dressing room. She said, "Oh, you remember everything, brava!" And I really thanks Miss Kabewanska very much, because she is really a great. She's not only great singer, she also as human being, she's a great woman, and I'm always thanks for her. Teach me Tosca is so important for me to. Also, I learn a lot of. From her for another operas to show myself how to acting, how to sing for the personality. Yeah.
All of those mentors are so important, and each one is so special. And thank you for sharing those stories.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's so great to know that some people are also kind. Is except from being talented, super talented.
Of course.
So I would like now to speak a little bit about repertoire. Some emerging singers with bigger, more dramatic voices, they're often a little bit uncertain about which kind of repertoire they should be singing. What type of roles did you sing in your early years?
Oh, my career is very special, I think, because my first role is Aida. So when I was 26 years old, I sing Aida in Shanghai Grand Theater. It is really very special, but I didn't advise the young singer to do it the same way as me, because every singer have different voice and have different technique, and my way for singing is is a building a very special way, I think. So my first opera is Aida, and the second is Cavalleria Rusticana, and third is Tosca in Italy, and then Butterfly and Maschera, Madame Butterfly, and then I think Stifelio in Vienna, and it is very because Stifelio is a earlier Verdi, is almost a bel canto's way, but I did very good success with Stifelio after I seen in so many big repertoire as Bali Maschera, Ida Tosca. But I think this is my voice is fit for this kind of opera. So, but I don't I don't think every young singer should copy my career. I don't think that this is a good example for the young singer, but for me it's okay.
Let's put it simply. I will make the question a little bit more simple. If somebody is 25 years old and they have this kind of voice and they are offered an opportunity to jump in somewhere to sing this part, should they take it or be afraid of it?
If your voice, if your technical is building very safely, you can take it. If your voice, your technical situation didn't prepare, didn't full prepared, I see it's very dangerous, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the big repertoire is, if you're singing with the wrong way, it is kind destroyed immediately after one production. It's very dangerous, I think, if your technical situation didn't prepare very well.
Right.
But everything is different. I said, for me is fine. I don't know how possible is fine, but for me it's okay, because after 23 years of career, my voice is still very healthy, and I can sing also now. I can sing also bel canto, some different kind of. I can sing also coloratura. I can sing alzira. I can sing stifelio. But this means my voice is still healthy. So for me, it's okay. But I don't think it's for every young singer. This is the right way, because if you didn't prepare very well, you cannot sing the so big repertoire. It's very dangerous.
Great, thank you very much. Wise advice, I think.
If I can add something, I have to say that it was very curious week, because the first opera that also Montserrat Caballé sang was Aida.
Oh, really? Wow.
She told me when she was also very young, you 20 something, I don't remember. But when she told me, I told her, wow, because I mean, it's something, as you said, no, that you have to be very clever, you have to be very well prepared, because if not, maybe you will have a very short career. And she told me, yeah, the first thing that I told to the maestro is that I'm going to sing this piano, so don't put the orchestra. So I cannot sing this already in full voice. So yeah, this is very important, no, for a young people, singers, to go there, then that to take care of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hui, you've sung all these iconic roles, Aida, Butterfly, Tosca, with hundreds of performances. How do you keep the roles fresh as you do them for the 100th or 400th time? How do you keep them fresh and alive?
Oh, I think every time I work with different singer, I sing with different singer. I work with different conductor, stage director, different production. Every time give me a new feeling. Also, even every every night I have different feeling with the music. So I it's never boring to sing the same opera. I'm looking forward to sing my next Aida, my next Butterfly, my next Tosca also, because every time I have so the great opera is really, and the music is so wonderful, and you cannot, every time you feel is so touched. So for me it's a pleasure to sing every so many times, and I have some experience to do this role. So and you never can repeat the same performance. So every night, every performance for me is very fresh.
Has the voice changed through these roles? I mean, the voice is always changing. We all know that as singers, the voice shifts and changes as we deepen in our career. How have you negotiated that? How does that feel? The role that you sang, like especially the Aidas and the pieces you've done so many times.
Yes, exactly. The voice always change. Even my voice now is, of course, is different when I was young. The body, the woman body change, the voice change. Also after many years of repertoire, your voice have building in another way. So all the time you should. I have to. I must to to learn myself of my voice, to find my voice, how to drive my voice, how to give my voice good technical, how to give my voice good food. So that is a very, very important, because the voice always all the time is changed. So this is very interesting. Interesting for a singer. You can learn all the time, all the life, for because you have to find your voice and to understand your voice all the time.
That is a great lesson for young singers listening. Is your discipline and intellect are so important, and that you're always thinking and always analyzing and always studying.
Yes, we must all the time study to learn to understand yourself, understand, because the strum your instrument is in your body, and you have to understand yourself. The first one, you understand your mind, your heart, your voice, and how to give the emotion for the people, how to your voice, when your voice meet the note, how to building the sound, how to it's very interesting. So you must to learn all the time, because you never think about you arrived, you got everything, because there have a lot of big singer, important singer, also in the past, the great singer all the time. So we must to learn all the time.
Who are some of the singers who inspired you in your Fach?
My favorite opera singer, of course, Maria Callas and Montserrat Caballé. This is my really also for you.
Maria Callas.
Yeah, for me, because the Callas, her voice is full of the tears and the personality all the time. She is the greatest artist, opera singer of all the time, I think. And Montserrat Caballé is her technique, I think, is the most beautiful, the most perfect technical for the soprano, I think. Every time when I have some hesitate of my voice, I listen always these two great singers, and because they give me also, I learn a lot of them, their art, the singing.
They still teach us even when they're gone. That's amazing.
Yeah, really, it's amazing. Yeah. When I arrived in Italy, they have still have Renato Tebaldi, still have Corelli, still have Di Stefano. Cerguetti, also Relagenza, a lot of great singers still alive, Mirella Freni, but now they are passed away. I feel so sad about this, but I think the art, the record, we can learn a lot of from them, record, but the record is never as live, but I think we still have something to remember the great artist. Yeah.
Fantastic. Ricardo, can we hear your voice, please?
Yes.
Great.
So talking about this, and I was very emotional that you mentioned also Montserrat, that there was this importance in your singing way, or in your idea of the singing.
Yeah.
But talking more in practical way, how do you study a new role? I mean, you told us that you have your coach for a lot of time, you have your maestro, but how or in which order do you do your own work when you have to prepare a new role that any theater has asked to sing? How is the process you follow?
Okay. First, when I got a new role, I go to find all the possibility to got the understand the what happened, the story. I read the background of the story, and I start to learn the note, and I find first I work myself to read the music, and then I begin work with my coach. My coach will my coach is a Cristina Orsolato. She worked in the Arena di Verona for all the life. She's a great coach, and she teach me every opera in the past since 23 years. So I prepare with her everything. I work with her, and we discuss sometime about the sound, how to about the music, and then I will listen my favorite singer as Caballé or La Callas, or another great singer, and the CD, the recording, and the video, and to understand more about the personality and how. And then in my mind, I will have an imagination of the role, of the personality, about this, how to this role with me, what is feeling with me, and then I will give a lot of imagination about to prepare this role, and then before I arrive the theater, before the first music rehearsal with conductor, I'm completely prepared for all the music situation. I'm prepared everything, the voice, the intonation, the sound, the voice, the music, everything should be prepared before see the conductor. And then I begin into one production with work with the stage director, and I will put my feeling in the role, and together with the mind of with the idea of the stage director, and then with a lot of rehearsal and music rehearsal, stage rehearsal, and in CMA together with orchestra, and then it's a performance. That's the usually my preparation for opera.
So you do listen to other singers, let's say, after
Yes.
you already did the work first, not first to listen into, because there are some people that they start in listening a lot of recordings and then they start to prepare the role. Do you think it's better to do in that way? First to prepare, I also think, but first to prepare and then to listen after when you already have a little bit idea of what you are doing, no?
Yeah, I will maybe I will first to listen one to get impress of the music, and then I start to learn. I will not listen more, and then when I have an idea of this opera, and after I prepared, I will go to listen the record to understand another singer how to explain how to sing in this role. Yeah.
Great, great.
Thank you both. If I may, I would like to mention how important it is to have a team that you trust working in and preparing when you are working on such a level. So, Hui just mentioned her teacher, Ms. Osolato, and some maestri that she's working with. So she has people that she trusts and are her team. And I believe that this is very basic, very, very important for somebody who works on such a level to trust their team.
Yeah, I think for the opera singer it's very important to have you must have a very good coach, and because we singing the voice, we listen, and we outside listen, and when you listen yourself is different. You have you if you can find somebody really have very good ear to control your voice. It's very important for very, very important for the career. I have very good coach, and she can give me very right prepared very good the score for the she will teach me how to every prepared everything before I meet the conductor, and she know every different conductor what is the different how to change the idea of the music. So I before meet the conductor I have already prepared. And the preparation, not only the voice, is you need understand the role, understand the personality of the what you will be. You should be a lot of background to think about. As I'm a Chinese, but when I sing in Tosca, I should see a lot of film of different Western people, how to acting, how to move on stage. For Modern Butterfly, I'm very natural because I'm from Asia culture, and for me the Modern Butterfly is my one of my favorite role. I can explain very natural because it is more close my culture.
Mm-hmm.
But for I seen a lot of Western roles as Tosca, Bali Maschera, also Stifelio, Aida, and so on. Many different Leonora in Trovatore. So the not only the voice, but you should understand the background of the voice, the culture, different culture. That I think it's for the a young singer is a very important to understand. This is one line you can, if you pass this line, you can get a lot of success, I think.
I think that's a great message to many of the young singers we are working with in Atelier d'Excellence, because they tell us, okay, should I just take care of my voice, my technique? So you analyze here that your preparation happens in so many levels. You have the vocal part, you have the musical preparation, the languages, the background, the character.
Yeah.
So it is a very spherical thing. It's not just one dimension.
Of course, of course.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you very much for the advice.
Thank you.
You mentioned before that about Stiflelio, that early Verdi is almost like bel canto repertoire.
Yeah.
And you are about to make your long-awaited debut as Alzira in Bilbao, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes.
So I would like to ask you, really technical-wise, how can you switch with such ease from a role like Turandot and AdE to such a role that requires this kind of flexibility?
I think the basically you should to learn the bel canto for start for every different opera you singing, you should have basically you have technical bel canto technical. You can sing different role as Aida, as Turandot also. Of course, Turandot I refused many years. I didn't even I debuted in 2019 until 2 years ago. I accept to singing Turandot. Before I because my coach said always and it's a very dangerous role, they not accept so early because I would like to sing him more another more lyrical role as Trovatore, as many Verdi role, also Verismo, some different Verismo. But Turandot is a special role. I'm waiting until 2019. I debuted in Bologna. It's got very good success. I'm very happy about that. Now I can think I'm prepared for Turandot. So I think even you sing different opera, but basically you must have technical bel canto technical to sing. You have the breath, the technical about the coloratura, the dramatic situation, pianissimo, different technical because the music asks the different color, different sound, different situation of the voice. So I think if you have bel canto technical, you can sing everything.
Question about your technique when you travel. How do you maintain your vocal health with your very busy travel schedule?
Pardon, sorry.
How do you maintain your vocal health with your very busy travel schedule?
Okay. I when I the day of travel, I have to I cannot sing it. But after when I arrived the city, before the rehearsal, I will warm up my voice all the time, and I sing it almost every day. And when I not in the theater, I mean at my city, at my home to prepare, I always work every day with my coach. That means in 20 years, I sing it all the time. Because or I'm not singing or I'm in travel. But sometimes, of course, I need my teacher said, my coach said, you should not work so hard. But for me, singing is one of my part of my body. When I sing, I feel my day is full of happy and full of joy. When I sing, I think I still very well with myself.
That comes through in every phrase I've heard. It crosses in your energy too. So thank you so much.
Yes. I think I'm really lucky because I have a beautiful voice, and I must also I still in this year I still continue to find some different technicals, different voice, different sound of my voice. I still to learn of myself. I still to discover of my voice.
Amazing how over time we still make those discoveries. So important. Now you've sung 15 seasons in a row at Arena di Verona. That's amazing.
16.
16. Amazing. Does the size of the theater ever change the way you sing?
I think Arena di Verona is one of my favorite theater. I think the most important when you're on the stage is because the stage is huge, is so big, is one of the I think is the biggest stage on the world. In the world, I think so. You cannot. It is open, but you cannot push your voice too much. You should sing in very control of the sound, not to give too much, because usually the singer on this so big stage with a 15,000 audience, and they want to push too much to give more sound. But I think that if you have very good technical, you don't need to do that, because the sound will be, if the high vibrato can pass away to the audience, even singing the pianissimo. I did many times AIDA since I think from 2007 until 2019. I did every year AIDA in Arena di Verona. So the pianissimo you should sing with a high vibrato, and the people even very far, they can hear your voice. That is one of the magical moments. So I think the secret in singing Arena di Verona is not push your voice, and keep your voice as a normal theater.
That's good for advice for any theater. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, great advice.
Thank you very much.
Maestro Estrada?
Well, I'm here listening very with great attention all these tricks that Maestra is giving to all the students, also singers, are really trying to get in this opera world, in this career. So I would like for them to ask you also, what do you think nowadays? Well, you already told us, you told us about color, about piano, about how to sing, like you said now, this high notes, in which the most important is not pushing, but to get this vibrato there, the harmonic of the sound that goes through long away. But what do you think for I mean, for a singer now that they're trying to go to professional, which abilities are important for them to develop?
I think not only for as opera singer, not only the beautiful voice. The beautiful voice is a material. A lot of people have this beautiful voice. Everyone have voice, but the beautiful voice, they have a lot of people have the beautiful voice, and the to be a professional singer, you should know how to use your beautiful voice, how to control your beautiful voice, how to drive your beautiful voice. This is the technical situation. You should to control your breath, your high position, and open your this area open, and how to control the sound, and with the musicalità, how to say in English?
Musicality.
Musically, and you should be as an instrument to give the sound life, anima. How to say anima in English?
The soul. The soul.
The soul. You should give the life of your voice. And then another thing is you must to learn how to acting on the stage, because not even for our time, it's not on the audience is not enough to just have beautiful voice. You should be very good actor to show to understand the personality, to show the personality. And another thing I think is important is to the imagination. It's for the sound, for the role, for the different personality. You should be a lot of imagination. This is the imagination is should be take what you got from the story, the different kind of the also in the film. I takes a lot of imagination from the film. Also, I think the most important is imagination, because the voice is a one magical situation. You should have this imagination of the sound, and as a role, as the personality, you should make a lot of imagination inside. Of course, you must to learn the culture, the Western culture, a lot of different country, different culture. You should know a little bit, I think. So the acting, the singing is to and behind the voice, a lot of inside your soul, your way to singing is important.
Yes.
Jason was cut before because the mic was off.
Oh, I love this. I love this idea of cultures connecting through music. I think it's such a beautiful image. We have 4 people from 4 parts of the world, and we're united by this love of music. What do you think music's role is in uniting people today?
What?
How do you see music uniting us? We have such a challenging world. How do you see music uniting us?
The music. Sorry, pardon. I'm sorry.
I will repeat. He asked, how does the music unite all the people from different nations?
Oh, of course. I think the music language is a very special language. We are from different culture, but the opera is the sound can unite every different culture, I think, because the voice from the heart, from the especially as the voice of La Callas, I think every different country people, when they heard Callas, they can feel something. They can feel the emotion, because the emotion for the people is the same. The happiness, the sadness, everything, the jealousy, love, in love, is the same emotion. The people, as human being, we have the emotion, but the voice to transmission, the emotion with the music, and this unite the people. I think the music language is really a language of university.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry for my English.
Your English is beautiful.
Yeah, you speak so many languages. We are not so talented like you. I just
thank you.
Tell you that as a singer, I'm personally very excited to see how much in love you are with your profession still. It's as if you began yesterday. You have love and excitement and so many ideas, and this is so fresh. And sometimes we see people 27 years old, they come to us and they tell us, I'm very tired because of rejection, because of not being successful. But see you're so fresh into this. You have such an excitement. So this is a great example for everyone.
Thank you. I think we should be think the very positive of the life, because the life is once time, and I'm very lucky. I can singing and I can stay with the music for all of my life, and this is really very lucky. I thank God many times every day. I thank God. I can sing. I still have healthy voice, and this is a gift from the God. I thanks a lot. And I thanks very much. A lot of people love me and give me support because I think that the music life, as opera singer, is really special life. Sometimes you should be face a lot of challenger, and you should be face a lot of difficult situation. You are alone in a different culture, different country, different theater, different people. You are you must be strong and you must be happy.
Absolutely.
Thank
So,
you.
do you have a secret for being such a happy person and such a positive person in life?
I'm really sometimes I learn from the life because before I'm a little bit sad also, but I think for me the main when I stay with the music, when I singing, I'm full of joy. I'm full of happiness. It's the most great moment of my day. I can sing. So I thanks for every theater give me chance to singing, and I thanks the orchestra. I thanks my colleague, and I can listen the beautiful voice, and I can stay with the music. This is for me is the biggest gift of the life.
Fantastic. I think that your perspective explains everything to us. And with these inspirational words, we came to an end, unfortunately, for today's Prelude interview. I think that's the best way to close it, actually.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
With gratefulness, and from our side, we would like to tell you that we are very grateful to you for joining us today and for sharing your insights with our audience. And we wish you great success in your upcoming performances. And we are very much wishing for ourselves to be able to see you live on stage very soon, somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for this great time to stay to talk about my life and have this interview. And thank you everyone. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very, very much. Mille grazie, Maestra. I would like at this point to thank my associates, Maestro Ricardo Estrada, Maestro Jason Tramm, who supports Prelude via his dynamic platform Music Matters, Sunny Boy Dladla, AdE, creative director and amazing opera singer who helped me prepare for today's interview. He's not here because he's performing tonight in Hanover. And Miss Judith Kutashi, who has also been supporting the interview series. We are very grateful to her.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for your attendance, dear audience, and stay safe until we meet at the next Prelude. I think that nobody will say no to some more singing from Miss Hui He. So I'm going to play
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
a small video. Have a good day.
You.
Bye.
Bye-bye.